Aloha, my friends and family. Happy full moon tonight. And it's my birthday. And I just finished up day 2 of a 5-day astrological challenge that I am leading, where we are diving deep into the energetics of how do we identify our spiritual gifts through an astrological chart, our purpose. How do we identify spiritual blocks we may have through our birth chart? And then how do we also identify our planets of abundance, the millionaire planet, the billionaire planet, the best ways for us to earn an income and make money? And tonight we did a really deep and profound energetic clearing around this full moon, around the full moon energies and what they're bringing up, which is a lot of opportunity for transformation and a lot of depth and a lot of superpowered energies. And it was so beautiful, so profound. Thank you so much for everyone who came. It was such an honor to facilitate. And I wanted to dive into some of the energetics that are happening with the astrological chart with this full moon. Some really powerful and also some challenging energies that we are dealing with, so that wherever you are, whatever you're dealing with or going through, perhaps it will give you some more clarity. It will give you more direction. It will assist you to tap in and tune in to what you need to do in your next steps. And as you may already know, the moon is a magnet. It is powerful. It affects all the bodies of water, from our own bodies to plants in nature and the ocean and the tides. And so when the moon is full, it tends to activate and draw things upward. So as things are drawn upward, they can go outward as well. So if things are rising up within you with this full moon, I invite you to shake it out, to give it on up, to go out and look at the moon and ask for anything and everything that's being brought up or let down, to just go on up, go on out, and to be magnetized out of your consciousness into transformation. Okay. And so tonight, what sign is the sun and what sign is the moon? And one of the reasons the full moon can be so deep and so intense is because the full moon means that the sun is directly in polarity or opposite the moon by sign. And it's a little bit like having a coin with two sides. And so that's a polarity. And how do we find the balance point between the two? So let's tap in, let's tune. I'm going to share screen and we're going to look at today's chart. We're going to look at what is going on astrologically and how might that have been showing up for all of us. So today, the full moon at 4:48 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the sun was at 2 degrees of Aries, and Aries is fire. It is leadership. It is action. It is the beginner. It is the pioneer. It starts new things. It is the seed. It has complete courage, yet it may not always think things through. It is ruled by or connects to the body part of the head. It is the first sign of the zodiacal wheel. And in True to the Stars astrology, which is based on the actual sky, if you had a telescope and you went outside and looked up at it, the sky right now, you would see the sun currently in the constellation of Aries. Now, because it is a full moon, it means that the moon will be directly opposite the sun. And so the moon at this full moon today was at 42 degrees of Virgo. Virgo is the healer, the doctor. It relates to the body. It's ruled by earth. So it's very grounded, very practical. It's very feminine by nature, very intuitive, yet very analytical and critical and precise. Virgo is the greatest analyzing tool in the zodiac. You can think about, sorting the wheat from the chaff and being able to identify what is good and what is not. So Virgo is very particular, very good at inspecting and analyzing and getting every last detail just so. It relates to perfectionism. So when you have the moon, which is emotion, there could be a lot of emotionally feeling like, did I do good enough? Was I perfect enough? Did I give enough? Right. And so that moon in Virgo is always wanting to give more. It's always wanting to serve more. It's emotionally comforting to serve and to give. And so moon in Virgo can relate to us Learning how to stop being so perfectionistic and to allow and trust more, especially because the karmic point for this entire year of 2024 is in Virgo. Karmic point, past life point, south node in Virgo means that we're learning to let go of perfectionism. We're learning to let go of overgiving. We are learning to let go of being too detail oriented, too analytical, too critical. You know, Virgo likes to schedule things. It likes to be very precise. It's earthy. It's very grounded. And so Virgo energy can make us too rigid, too structured, too organized, too attached to our material possessions or body or being. And so the destiny point for humanity for 2024, what we're growing into the collective lesson, is directly opposite Virgo in Pisces. And Pisces is water. And so a big factor of this full moon is how many planets are actually in the constellation of Pisces. We have Mars, action, Neptune, imagination, North Node, our destiny, Mercury, how we communicate, Chiron, the wounded healer, Venus, love, beauty, the billionaire planet. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things in Pisces. The predominating element for this full moon energetically is water. Even though the sun is in fire, Jupiter is conjunct Uranus in fire, and that's a whole nother thing, right? So Jupiter is expansion, Uranus is change, and the last degrees of Aries about to go into Taurus. Jupiter expanding leadership, Jupiter expanding, bountiful, abundant, blessed gifts coming, doors opening, teachers emerging, guides coming. Conjunct Uranus is sudden, unexpected, lightning flash of inspiration, intuition, creativity, with Jupiter expansion of the soul, expansion of what's possible, expansion of the teachers, the guides, the higher knowledge. Beautiful energy, fire, yet moving towards Taurus, which is earth, which is grounding, and which is feminine. And then we have Pluto, very interestingly, conjunct the sun-moon midpoint. The sun-moon midpoint is the point between the sun and the moon. It's like the perfect balance point between the two. I often think if the sun and the moon had a baby, it would be the sun-moon midpoint. And so that can represent the core essence of these two energies. And so sun in Aries, moon in Virgo, the essential, central, center self is Capricorn, which is so interesting. And so Capricorn actually holds quite a lot of energy around this full moon. And Capricorn is structure, it's earth, it's stability, it's discipline, it's building success slowly and steadily, one step at a time, laying brick by brick to build a Colosseum, a cathedral that will last for eternity. Yeah. So Capricorn, sun, moon, midpoint means that we're, as much as our moon self is feeling drawn to being nurtured by diet and exercise and routine, and our sun self is being nurtured by taking action and being a leader, the core operator pulling the strings of both is really the sun, moon, midpoint. And that sun, moon, midpoint in Capricorn says, I am structured, I am disciplined, I take my time to build something stable that will last forever. Okay. It is also conjunct Pluto. And so Pluto being conjunct the sun, moon, midpoint in the middle between the sun and the moon, Pluto is volcanic. Pluto is the depths. Okay. Pluto is the god of the underworld. And Pluto signifies transformation. I often think of Pluto as the caterpillar process from caterpillar to butterfly. And so Pluto can signify both that uncomfortable, mushy, sort of in the chrysalis, like uncomfortable, sticky, changing phase, as well as the bursting through the containment of the caterpillar peel to emerge with your full butterfly wings intact and shining and beautiful. And so wherever we're at on that cycle may be what we're seeing with this full moon in terms of, are we in the caterpillar stage of what we're building? Because Pluto is that transformational process, but it's in Capricorn, which is structure, which is earth, which is, I often think of a mountain, strong, it's grounded, it's unmoving. Okay. And so what structures are we transforming both individually in our own lives at a very deep level, potentially at the root level, at the foundation level, at the bone? Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is the bone, the bones of the body, the teeth. What are we transforming at that level in our lives, at a structural level? What is shifting? What is changing? What truth? Pluto is things that have been secret or buried or hidden. What truths buried in the foundation of our subconscious are being illuminated by the sun and the moon, full moon illumination, full sun illumination upon things that have been buried or secret or kept hidden in the structure of our lives and of our being. And then on a larger collective level, what things have been kept hidden within the government, within organizations, within businesses, because Saturn rules Capricorn. Capricorn is all about businesses and structures and success, building success. So what secrets, Pluto being secrets, what things that have been hidden, what deep transformational things have been hidden in the structures of our government, our world, businesses, authorities, and leaders that are being brought to the light through this full moon activation. Yeah, it's powerful. And so I invite you all to breathe through it and know that because Pluto is the subconscious, a lot of this is unconscious. A lot of this is sort of underneath the surface. And so what you may be feeling potentially is heaviness or tiredness or just a weight. And one way to really assist that is to slow down. When you notice your energy body kind of talking to you, is just to slow down and to allow whatever is arising or being brought up for you to be brought up to the light, to allow the power of the lunar radiations and the potency of this pressure. It's like a pressurization, just like you have to squeeze lemons to make lemonade, and you have to like pressurize a piece of coal to create a diamond. Pluto is that same type of energy, and especially in Capricorn. And so we may be feeling uncomfortable around things that are being brought up within us to be seen and to be revealed. And so, especially with the sun moon midpoint here, I recommend being slow, being gentle, allowing yourself to stay focused on what you're taking action on, what you are nourished by, your health and your leadership, and allow the transformation of those realms of your life to happen. At the same time, acknowledging, yeah, there may be a certain amount of intensity, there may be a certain amount of squeeze, and breathing into it and inviting the ocean of divine source of infinite love, which Pisces represents, the destiny point, Mercury, Chiron, Venus, Neptune, Mars. Invite the flow of the divine source energy that is usually accessed through our heart space to flow through to you, to support you. And remember that the best way to get through this is not through stressing and thinking in the mind, which is the South Node in Virgo, but rather the destiny point, which is in Pisces, of being, allowing, and receiving, being like water, being like flow, allowing yourself to flow through any challenges or issues here that may be arising, and allow yourself to be blessed by the divine current of oneness. That is our true nature, and that is our gift to humanity, which we hold within us. So that was a brief update about this full moon. I just wanted to get on here and share this with you because I know it's powerful. I know it's profound. I know it can be challenging, and I just want to invite you all to remember that we are all one. We are all connected, and we're all feeling, to greater or lesser degrees, similar energetic patterns, just a bit different for each person. And if you'd like to learn more about the energetics we're in now, or you'd like to learn more about your soul planet, your billionaire, millionaire planet, we will be going live for the 5-day challenge, day 3, tomorrow. And if you'd like to join us, just please send me your birth time and information. I'm happy to have you on board. And we are in a pivotal time. This is the year of the dragon. This is the year of riding the wave. So many things in Pisces, so much water. We are learning to get out of our minds, to know that Pluto in Capricorn means that the structures of our society are shifting and changing. Saturn in Aquarius this whole year, the structure of our world. In Aquarius, the new age, we're being asked to build a new structure. It's a good time to do chiropractic or network chiropractic or acupuncture, because the shifts are profound. And one way that we can soothe and support ourselves is through holding our containers as sacred temples for this energy to transform and transmute through us, because we are divine conduits of source and of love. And as we allow this energy to come through us more and more, we are the pillars, we are the channels, the conduits for divine source to come through onto this earth, to ground, to be seated, and to create this new world, this new earth, this 5D beingness, where we live as a collective family, a tribe, like-minded, loving souls here to uplift, serve, and support one another. And so holding that vision in my heart on this very sacred day, it's a sacred day in the Hindu tradition. It's considered to be the day that Lord Brahma created the whole universe in India. So very beautiful. It's also the start of their calendar year. So it's their new year. And I believe it's a sacred holiday in Bali as well. And so, so beautiful. Such a blessing to have this be my birthday. And I just want to say thank you. My class saying me happy birthday is the sweetest thing I think I've ever heard. Thank you so much to everyone for all your love and your blessings here on my birthday. It is such a gift to be on this earth and to share time and space and love with all of you. This life is a gift. So grateful for this life and for all of you, just sending you so much love from my heart, and may you all be blessed as well. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big, 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 big heart hugs to all of you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aloha.